Have you ever found yourself at the end of the month wondering how you're going to pay your bills? I mean, we're talking about the essentials here. We're talking about your housing. We're talking about your food. We're talking about the gas that you put in your vehicle to go to your job. If you find yourself dipping in the savings at the end of the month, or if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I don't have a savings account, but I still have some credit left on that credit card, it's time to reassess, and it means that you're living beyond your means, and give you 4 steps to stop raiding your savings today. My name is Andrew Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. For reference, I upload 6 days a week. Be sure to tap the bell icon, and YouTube will notify you every now and then whenever I make a video. Okay, team, so let's get serious about this and let's take a closer look at this. There's a really big pitfall, and you probably know it, especially if you're in this position right now where you really do approach the end of the month and you got more days left and you got money in the bank, and you really are wondering, hey, how am I ever supposed to get ahead? How am I ever supposed to be able to buy a house? How am I supposed to ever plan for my retirement when I can't even make it month to month? Fortunately, the 4 steps that we're going to go over today are going to massively prepare you for success. It's up to you what you choose to do with them. Consider this your opportunity to get real with yourself and get real with your financial health so that you can make it into the future and plan for your retirement. The first step is quantify the gap between your income and your expenses. When we're talking about quantifying the gap in between your income and your expenses, what you want to do is you want to break out the last 90 days of receipts and also your income. You want to take your income and put it over here on the top. Simple addition and subtraction, right? Tally up your total income, tally up your total expenses. What's the difference look like? Knowing the difference in between your total income and your total expenses over the last 90 days will give you a good indication of your spending habits, your spending trends, and also show us what we need to do and how we need the budget to ensure that we're able to close that gap and ideally put you in the black, in the positive side of having money in the bank so that you have the retirement account, so you have the opportunity for emergency funds and you can plan and prepare for the future. So step 2 is actually cutting your costs. I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer, right? So if you're consistently spending more money than you earn, it might be time for some drastic measures, and hey, cutting costs is like that. So I mean, if you've been planning for a vacation budget but you're living month to month, or if you have a gift giving allowance for maybe you're giving the charities or whomever, it's time to cut it, because we got to get you taken care of, because the reality is this: you can't help anyone until you can first help yourself. Can't enjoy a vacation if you're worrying about whether you have a home to come back to at the end of the day. It's time to get serious, and it's time to look for anything and everything that you can cut. When you're looking for anything and everything you can cut, break out in the last 90 days and look where you had frivolous spending. I mean, where you go in the Starbucks every day? Did you go to the Starbucks, 4 or 5 times a week? I'm not knocking on Starbucks or anything, or your morning coffee. I'm just saying, just getting your own coffee from the grocery store can save you a massive amount of money, and one thing of coffee, depending on how much coffee you drink, is going to last you like over a month, and it's going to be $10 to get the coffee, as opposed to $5 a pop every single day or every single time you go to Starbucks, right? That's a helpful tip that's going to add up over time, of course, but there's other things that a lot of people do. In conversation with a lot of families that I work with, when they're trying to figure out how they're going to save for a down payment or save for their buyer closing costs, and sometimes they ask me to help them with their financial budget, and I say, sure, let's go ahead and do it. Just understand I'm not a financial advisor, but I can show you what I do personally and how I cut expenses and how I review everything as well. It normally is a very impactful and shocking exercise for them, and the reason why it's shocking and so powerful to them is because they don't realize just how much money they're realistically spending on superficial or frivolous items. I mean, we're talking about when you go to the grocery store and you see a magazine and you're like, oh, I want that, and then it goes over there in your house or your apartment or wherever you're residing right now, and it just collects dust. I mean, how good was it really? You could have gone online and checked out something that you wanted to read, or you could have nourished your brain with some healthy reading and learning, right? There's a lot of things that you can do. So there's a lot of different expenses like that in the course of a month that we do. How much did you eat out? And you're like, Andrew, I want to eat out. I want to do this. I want to do that. That's great. Let's take care of your financial house first and get you into the black so that you learn healthy budgeting tips, and you can stop raiding your savings so you can build up that emergency fund, and you can build up that home buying fund. You can build up that retirement account or any other account that you want. That's what's crucial, and that's what's important, is taking care of yourself and taking care of your financial house before you start going out and enjoying restaurants and everything. It's not to say that you can't go out and have a good time, but it shouldn't be every single day. Maybe it shouldn't even be every single week. Maybe it's something that you do as a treat to yourself for staying on your budget every 2 weeks or every month or something like that at your convenience, right? Make sure that you're looking at that and giving yourself the opportunity to be successful here. Don't have a fear at success. And I know that probably shocks a lot of people. And you're like, oh, I have a fear, but it's not a success. In reality, the fear, the false evidence appearing real for most of us, are what happens if we actually do make it. Now, that's something to think about and is something to consider, because the fear of failure isn't really what scares most people. It's the fear of success. Imagine where you could be and how wonderful it would be to live the life that you dream and aspire to right now. Keep in mind, as I talked about in the video the other day, about a book titled The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's a wonderful, wonderful book, by the way. And one of the main messages in that book, The Alchemist, is that the universe will conspire in your favor when you truly aspire to achieve something. So think about that and go ahead and plan for success, because you can do this. I know you can, and you know you can. can. So it's time to stop making excuses, and it's time to start owning your actions and taking responsibility to improve your life circumstance. Step number 3 is looking for more ways to earn money. Now, when we're considering more ways to earn money, be like, oh, does that mean I gotta get another job? I'm gonna have no life. I'm not gonna have this. I'm not gonna have that. Not necessarily. What we're looking for when we're talking about looking for more ways to earn money, what's your position now? Could you ask for a raise? That's one step, right? You could also sharpen your skill set. Maybe it's time to get back to school. Maybe it's time to attend some night school or additional training in your vocation or your trade or your profession, and see what else that you can do to help yourself be able to get that raise by getting a promotion. Now, obviously, there is going to be the fallback plan that maybe you can just go out and hustle. Maybe you can hustle by being a Lyft or Uber driver, or you can do what some people call task rabbiting or handyman work around places and do some of that work. Maybe you pick up a lawnmower, start mowing some lawns. Maybe you pick up a gig at a restaurant as a waiter or waitress, right? There's a lot of different things that we can do, but getting yourself into the black and getting your financial house in order is extremely, extremely important, and what needs to be done right away so that you can plan and prepare your life going forward. The only person that's being failed upon whenever your budget isn't in order is yourself. And if you're failing, how can you give yourself truly to yourself? And if you can't give yourself truly to yourself, how can you give yourself truly to another person and take care of them as well? It's something to think about, and it's something to consider. Let's get real. So step 4 here is make saving money a habit. When you're looking at saving money as a habit, it's very simple that when you start learning what you can cut your cost on, and you can start learning, hey, I don't need my credit card as much as I thought I do. I want to keep it, so I have obviously credit, and I'll charging it up just a small amount, but not more than 10% of the credit line, and I'll just pay it off every single month or whatever, right? That's a great way to keep earning credit and also keep your credit card in check so it doesn't become that looming monster on your back. If you have credit card debt right now, let me tell you, from personal experience, when you have that credit card monster on you, it just eats at you. You're like, oh, I'm trying. But how hard are we really trying unless we're looking at what cost we can cut to pay down that debt and get that debt monkey off our back? Once you get that debt monkey off your back, I promise you this, you're going to feel a lot lighter. You're going to start ascending to the clouds, and you're going to feel like you're a divine heavenly creature thinking, oh my God, this feels good not to have this kind of debt. And you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. As you feel a lot better about yourself, you're going to be a happier person. As you're a happier person, you're going to attract other happy people to you. And you're going to find your life abounding with success and opportunity because the doors are being opened to you because you first opened the door within yourself. It's something to know about. And today is the day you can make the change. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to share with me in the comment section below what you took away from this video and any of the things that you suggest to stop rating your savings in the comment section below so we can continue learning and growing together as a team. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop up my contact information. If you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, or if you need help finding a top agent where you live, please let me know. Always love to hear from you, and I'm always here to help you. If you haven't already done so, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. Number 3, please share this video around with someone you know is going to be able to help, because just like you, I'm sure you know of someone else that's constantly rating their savings and wondering how they're going to make ends meet. Please share this video with them. It'll help them out, and they'll get started in the healthy way of life moving forward because of you. Thank you. In between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Thank you for watching today, team, and enjoy an amazing day.